Guess I gotta say extra cream cheese next time. Oh, why, thank you for the thumbs up. Much appreciated, Hunter. I think it's Hunter. I'll never be right. Or I'll never make it right. I don't know. So what's up, buddy? How you doing this morning? It's great to see you. Bet you didn't expect this one. You're up late. I don't know why. I placed you, yeah, man, in the Wisconsin area. I don't know. I don't see you living in Cali. Oh no, no Breakfast Club. No, that's you guys got lucky with that Sunday stuff. The comments are hilarious though, even the ones I've deleted. We'll be back. I'll get better footage. I just learned my videos look more crisper, I would call it, maybe, like a when they're pre-recorded and uploaded. I mean, do I need to create some 5, 6, 7 hour uploads? Do you guys have a chat hangout? Maybe. But where would you like to have that happen? Do I gotta, just ideas. I'm gonna be on a messed up ship soon. That's the pop bottle collecting guy. The place is empty. And in less than 30 minutes, it'll have 100 cars in it. Except for the few people that come in early, like me. So I can sit here and drink my bagel and eat my coffee in maybe not that order. Brother Walt. Yes, Hunter, I did. Oh, Iowa. Cool. I have a weird feeling. I got to ask my mother. I believe I have family in Iowa. Because my grandmother's brother, when he got out of high school for some weird reason, him and his wife, that the woman he married or whatever, went to Iowa. Yeah, Boise. I think so. I mean, I met the guy when my grandmother died. That was it. Unless when I was younger, he flew in for some reunion or something. I just, slipped my mind. We're men, you know. Girlfriend tells you things and you forget all the time. That kind of thing. I don't have necessarily selective hearing. But with that being said, are you in Mountain or Pacific time zone? That's the question. You're not in California time zone, are you? People don't look at it like that. Don't we have 4 time zones, I believe, don't we? Eastern, Mountain, Pacific, and West Coast. Or do I sound like an idiot? Hey, what do you think of the tree frog man on his one wheel? Did you watch that? With his skull mask on? Yeah, man. Well, there's another one. He was in my video the other day. Tinfoil hats. Alex Jones. The Tinfoil Hat Brigade. Oh, yeah. Good times. What's this one do? Pin to live stream. Oh, I didn't know that. So after the fact, it offers me an option to add a few shirts. All right, guys. You want a good laugh? And I don't care if anybody ever buys one. But I do have product. I have a really cool Boyd Wrestling shirt. Me and Coach Ism's on it. They're selling out, so you might not be able to get one. Other than that, other than that, Tony, brother Tony, yep. And he come in this early, right? Still got 40 minutes till the line starts up. But he'll go, and he got a truck from last night that's sitting there for him, ready to go, that he can empty, because that's what we do, I give breaks to the people feeding the line, so I'm a line feed guy, but I also can do every dock job in the building. So I just don't mess around with what they call small parts. That's what other people are for. We got guys that do those jobs, those couple of jobs, and that's about that. Small parts, nuts and bolts, not doors and fenders. So very cool, interesting job, but not for me. The reason I say that is because if you ever worked in manufacturing, you would know that a box of bolts are not light at all. Light. Not at all light. And I made a joke with the dude that does the job the other day. I said, yeah. I said, I got respect for you guys because, boxes aren't light. I told him the truth. I said, and I don't see you guys palming them either. Like, these dudes ain't 6'4", 6'5" with huge ass hands that can wrap around a football. Yeah, football. Speaking of one of them, there goes one of the dudes right now. Yep, see, we're always here early. We're the MP&L peoples. I know I'm boring everybody else and just Hunter's hanging around listening to me babble. But I don't do nothing else. Chill out. I did relief on day shift on the other end of the building. Yeah, man. And it was actually more mellow and laid back than when I was there doing tag. Very relaxing, actually. So I'm coming to give you a break. Do you slow down and deliberately fall behind so when I get there I'm behind? Or do you keep your stuff full so while I'm there I got to change 2 or 3 or 4 things, and then when you come back everything's still full? Well, I would think you would go with part 2. But the funny thing about the whole story is if you go with part 2, I'm still going to give it back to you full. At least not a single empty bin or rack, as we call them. You know? And so why would someone stick it to you? It's like, stick it to the man. Yep. So it's all good. I know who those people are. I'm prepared when I go over there that I'm going to be making 2 to 3 lifts in 4 to 6 minutes, which is quick. Yeah, exactly. The high road, exactly. Or they know, they take advantage because they know you're coming. But it's all good. You know, that's why I'm the dude. Dude can do it. Dude can handle anything. Anything Mr. Lebowski throws at him. I'm just the dude. Yep. What a day. I've been getting my rest. I need that. I don't know why. Man, I kind of know why, but getting my rest. Blood pressure's good. Gotta love that. Went for my MPNL test yesterday. I can't. I guess we skipped the vision. Maybe I don't know. Girl said, you wear glasses. I said, no. She said, okay, have a nice day. I thought she was going to write that down and tell me to look in the machine because she told me to sit in the chair in front of it when I was filling out paperwork. I was like, oh. So I did my hearing test, and if you just sit there and count, time it, just keep clicking that button at the right time, looks like you hear shit. That's the big joke we've always had with the Ford Motor Company hearing tests. But you just have to control your breathing so you're not listening, you know, like you guys make fun of me. You're like, oh my God, yeah, man, we can hear you breathing. No shit, we breathe, people, in and out, every day, all day long. That's how you win. That's how you get the oxygen. You breathe. Sorry, I breathe loud. I'm a loud person, guys. I don't know it. I didn't realize I was that loud. I gotta get up to the Henry Ford, guys. I got lots of, I have a plan. And I want to be the first person to do it. You know, I don't see anybody else doing it. Yeah, good mic. That's right. Mr. Microphone, baby. Lila got a new Echo microphone. Still empty. 1, 3 over there. This is all handicapped to the right and far right. And that's got half a dozen spots or more. Yep. The whole back 9 will fill up pretty much. Yeah, but you want to laugh? If you look to your right, you see that white building with all them windows? That's the pond. Yeah, that's the pond. Look, I'll give you. That's the pond over here. That building right there is the pond. They extended that Rev building, took the entire parking lot and the pond. Yes, for a truck. For a truck, they are going. Oh, God, this is terrible. I hate talking about this, guys. Yeah, man has lost so much goddamn money because of that building. Yep. If I told you guys how much money I've lost, it's pathetic. And now they're cutting it to a shift. And they're switching my stuff around, which will actually affect my money. Because I'm going to make less money now. Because I work on a shift right now where one of my days is considered time and a half. Because I have Saturdays and Sundays are time and a quarter. But if you work the same amount of time on Saturday and Sunday, just look at it like it's a time and a half day for Saturday. And then when you look on your check and it says what it says, it's easier to read for your overtime. But now it won't be overtime, it'll be straight time. And it'll be straight time for, it'll be a 44-hour paycheck is what it'll be. Instead of 40-something hours, plus 5 hours overtime, plus 2-point-something shift premium. Yeah, it's gotten bad here. Now I could have just transferred and went somewhere else to another plant, got on another sea crew, because where they build the Bronco and the Ranger. Hey, Spirit, yeah, I was just telling Hunter about how wonderfully happy I am about this place lately. Even though I can retire, but I can't retire because if you retire, it's like less money. But if anything else, all else fails, I probably could retire. I'm on a 10-year plan, let's call it, but I could go in 5. Anything after 5. I think that's what it really comes down to. Yeah. Well, Hunter mentioned the pond. I used to get great coverage of this big pond we had. And, ducks and seagulls and Canadian geese. Oh, okay. Working now? I'm going in a few minutes. Yep. I'm heading in soon. We were just sitting here watching the parking lot fill up slowly. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. We started 5:30 and there still ain't nobody here. They don't show up. Everybody shows up here like the last minute. Yep. Yep. But yeah, I was explaining I'm losing money with this new shift change. Oh, okay. Does he start at 9:30? Because that's what we're going to. I'm going to be working 9:30 to 5:30, which I actually kind of like. I think I'm going to like it. And my kids, I'll be home all day. So if I get my ass awake, I can, pick Lila up. He starts at 10. No lunch. No lunch and 2 20-minute breaks. Is that what he kind of does? Because that's what they're talking about here. No lunch, two 20-minute breaks, and they're talking like they want the second break to be at the end. Wow. That's wild. They actually want us here for that other half hour. Because the schedule is actually 5:30 to 1:30, 1:30 to 9:30, 9:30 to 5:30. Because they know, and you get no lunch. Paid lunch is what it is. They're paying us for our break or some shit. I don't know how that's going to work out. And I'm the tag guy, and there's going to be no more tag relief. So I actually have to take somebody's job or whatever. I'll just go in the pool, I guess. Fuck it. I don't care. Yep, okay. Yeah, they called that the gin pool here. So yeah, I'm a contracted worker. Yep, I'm under a contract for 4 years, even though I got 30 years. I've gone through many contracts into 30 years. That's how it works. Right before I came in, it used to be 3 year contracts, and so and no bullshit in hindsight. Yeah, everybody that was a part of it because of the transformation of these plants, and you have to sign off to be a home plant. Yeah, so yeah, what happens is inside that 4 year contract, if they shut down your facility, you go out on sub pay and unemployment, and then once full sub and unemployment runs out, then you go into gin pool where Ford Motor Company or whoever, which of the big three you're working for, they pay you to sit. Yes, to come sign in and spend the day to get paid, like you work in an office. Do whatever the hell you want. People brought movies, that kind of thing. But other than that, that was it. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's the tree frog, man. Wait a minute. Let me read these comments now. Everyone kept seniority, but the damn plant my hubby was in was not given home seniority. Oh, won't give them. That's interesting. We've had a lot of crazy shit here with people's time and stuff like that. So it's not, you know, I was told back when I got hired, I was told by my father, who was a goddamn union person, if they called and they offered me part time, say no and hang up the phone, they'll call you back, offer you full time later. But when they called me, it was full time and I took it. Yep, I'll never forget it. It was on an old answer machine. They called, left the message. Done deal. And then the message directly after that was the Marine Corps. Well, you guys know what I picked. My grandfather was Marine. I have the utmost respect, but I wasn't doing it. I'm good. We have people here that went through that because they came from parts plants that were subsidiaries of Ford Motor Company, and before Ford Motor Company bought them out to make their own parts. So people came in not knowing, what their seniority date was going to be, even though they worked at this other place for 3 months, and then got told to come to the truck plant. So basically, when that happened, if that was right in the beginning of his career, that was a possibility instead of being terminated or what's the other word they call it, laid off, you know, that's how they handled it. They had to just bring him in as a new employee, even though, you know, sorry, that's how it does happen. I can interview people that work here that came right to the body shop, which is different. I've never seen it happen. Usually you have postings, but these people from our final building, the paint and all of that, they don't want to come. So it just became a weird, thing where they would be hiring people off the floor, off the road, off the street, we called it, and they never worked here. Oh wow, well that's a lawsuit. As long as he wasn't like a TPT that was coming in every day, you know. I mean, there's a lot. There's a reason, and sometimes it's just no one likes the answer, but it is what it is. So that's why I never said yes to part time. Because you don't know if that supervisor telling you just come in every day, you're full time, and the union's just overlooking it, and everybody's full of shit. But you're getting a 40-hour plus paycheck, working like a dog, working your ass off, thinking you're full time, and never was. The union just overlooks it. Yeah, because man, they're flipping people here like crazy. And all that created was a big thing to send everybody to MAP. Yeah, but the thing is, every single one of those foundries, it depends who owned that foundry when he was first hired. You could be anybody. I mean, we have Rouge Steel right here. It's owned by the Russians. And that's how the mayor went through a wild situation. He worked somewhere. Like in my case, I'm not ready to retire. I'm not looking to retire. So I I can stay here. Listen, I got people. There's people here that have badges that say they work for Ford Motor Company, right? But they don't work for Ford Motor Company because their badge is to show security that they belong here on the property. It has their picture on it, it has your name on it, but there's one part of these badges that is different. It's a color line that mine is a certain color because I work in production. Salary's a certain color because they work in salary. Anybody coming in here that's just here because they're a vendor or they got to come in here for the equipment, they got another color. So everybody got a color. Yeah, I mean, he just lost 2 years. So, he's got 20 some years, 30 some years, whatever it could be. So, it is what it is. I used to feel duped in the beginning because I got hired after 180 people were hired. Well, now those 180 people don't even affect me anymore. So, if that makes any sense. So, in this plant, I'm like top dog by seniority. I can have any job I pretty much want. And I got it right now. So, I'm happy. That's all that matters. So, yep. It's like you had the Montreal screw job in the WWE. And then back in '07, '08, just after right around that time, Sergio. We had the fucking what was he Italian? Yeah, the Italian screw job. Come on, dude screwed everything up for lots of people, lots and lots of people. Yep, screwed money up. Yep, we've seen all these people coming and going, but there are more coming than going. Oh, of course, of course. I have to do certain things to make sure and understand life, and I'm going to make sure everybody's good to go for their next. Yep, I'm pretty much settled in for the ride. Yeah, like the mayor. The mayor worked 30 years at steel with the Russians. No, I'm just kidding. He worked at steel for Ford Motor Company, and then Ford Motor Company decided to sell steel to the Russians. So he got into some crazy corporate lawyering stuff. Had to get the lawyer judge, and there was multiple lawyer judges. There, I got lots of lawyer judges, guys. Anyway, on that note, there's like a little bit of boy for the boy people, even though I'm not boy really much anymore. So yeah, so he did 30, and then because of the situation, certain numbers were put out there, to pay people. But if you wanted the right thing, well, not necessarily the right thing, they threw it all in that other than working 30 years at steel, you can come work 10 years at Ford Motor Company before you can retire, old man. So he worked 2 jobs if you really look at it. He worked in steel for 30, and then Ford Motor Company production, for 10. Then he got to retire. So now I'm on mine, I'm looking at mine as, 5 to 10 years. See what it all looks like. Because I got a plan. Yep. Look, a lot of people have shown up. I go this way. Look at that down that line. That line looks full. Yep. Maybe some glowing headlights way down the end, but this lot's full. Pretty much. There comes another one way down there. There we go. Woo! Look at that. People walking. Yep. Isn't that crazy? That zoom. So I have a remote for my Hohem app and the phone gimbal and all of that. And man, that stuff is crazy. Because the app actually knows it has a Bluetooth that it's going to that gimbal. You got to have it all together if you're going to use it. Yeah, we got the covered thing now for motorcycles here. It got put in a contract over 10 years ago, and they finally just put it in when they extended this building, if you could believe that. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so, and the funny part about that is I could have made a video the other day, and I should have now that you mentioned it. And I could have titled covered parking, So 2 people parked underneath there, and when I came out to go home later that day, they had, at night, actually, it was at night, they had stickers on their windows from security that it's not a parking spot. It was great. I laughed my ass off. It was funny. It was funny. I expected it, but I didn't expect it. And then I came out and they did it. And it was like, oh man, they got caught. That's terrible. That's just terrible. But yeah, that gimbal app, I bought the remote, and even on the gimbal itself, it works. The zoom and the focus and everything through my handheld unit of the gimbal tripod and whatever it's called, Hohem, M6. It's great. Look it up. Hohem M6. That's HOHEM M6. Great. I love it. So I bought the everything I've needed so far, except for their microphones, which I'm really impressed with and I really like. They're like $100. So my AdSense is about to pay out because I got like $105 in there. But guess what, guys? That's going to my escrow. if the real people in the world know what that means. So I keep my escrow correct. so my payment stays correct. So they ain't nailing me for extra money every month or something. It's a good thing to do. We're on top of that, so good thing. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, that's about it. Tree Frog Man. I said Tree Frog Man.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Look.
What is it?
It was live.
You're just recording the parking lot?
4 people, yeah. Been recording it like it went empty. It was empty, and now it filled up. And that's it. It's just people walking by. Hey, and it gets monetized.
What?
It gets monetized.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I make 10 cents, 20 cents. It all adds up.
Oh, hell
Yeah, there's Nate. Yep, see, there's Nate. That's Sam the Tree Frog Man. He got a channel that could have been monetized back in the day. He had great content, but it cost money. You know? We got a lot of exotic frogs. They die. Things happen. So, and then, you fall out of the hobby. Oh, let's see that one. Hey, Cindy. My union job is 2 10-minute breaks, no lunch. How many hours do you work? Because it's negotiated on the hours. So it's the hours versus the time. So we're negotiated 5 minutes per hour. We work if we work 10 hours, that's 50 minutes of break time. So we get it in bulk. So we get a 30-minute break and a 25-minute break in the afternoon. Because we go 10.7 hours. But pretty much it. 10 minutes. I got 5 minutes to get inside here, there, and everywhere. But look at this truck. This is it. Look at that sucker. Nice. It's old, it's rusted, but man, that's a nice truck, guys. That's a short. I'm gonna make a short out of that. All right, gotta roll. Later, dudes and dudettes.